again with another series review. My friend BrightStar wanted me to do a review of Second Star to the Right of OUAT, and I remembered this episode when it first came out, and I just watched it again. Yeah, it's pretty intense, and one of the things that I noticed right away, first of all, was the fact when Bay came into Wendy Darling's room, the bread magically reappeared. I thought, oh, it's magical bread. That was one thing I did not see the first time. I thought, how is that even possible? Unless somebody baked loaves and they just happened to appear out of, just spontaneously generate out of nothingness. I thought, oh, somebody has miraculous abilities. But anyway, it was just, a little faux pas. I don't think that I don't think the producers meant to have that blatantly in there, but it was really quite amusing to me. I really like this episode because it's part of the Peter Pan arc, and unfortunately they didn't keep the realm of Peter Pan really, or Neverland, that involved with OUAT, which I really love Neverland. I've always enjoyed Neverland ever since I was a little girl. I'm a huge fan of Peter Pan. They did integrate the Neverland aspect with Rumpelstiltskin's father being Peter Pan himself, and of course we find that out later. This episode is more concerned with Bay saying he has no father. Well, Rumpel let him go, and he had to save himself, and he was being a coward. That's just part of his character in season 2. Another thing I had to notice about this episode is just how immense Wendy's room was, and just how elegant and luxurious it is. It's very opulent, and seems like she lives in quite a lot of comfort and propriety. I love the costumes. Costumes were period accurate, of course. And we learn about the shadow later. It's really quite intriguing, that particular, more the darker aspect of this particular episode in the series, and the involvement of Tamara and Mendel. We don't really learn about who created the shadow, or actually we learn more about the shadow later on, and it's just like I said, this is why Rumpel's my favorite villain. He has so many multifaceted attributes about him that make him intriguing and interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing this next episode that she actually requested me to do, which I will be watching fairly soon. So this is one of my favorite episodes. Like I said, it's excellent. You get to see the magic bean portal, which is really awesome, and it's epic, and just its proportion. I love portals. I just think that gateways to other realms are just really fascinating, and I love that whole idea. Like I said, I love physics, so it's just one thing that I absolutely adore. This episode made me cry the first time I watched it, and it made me cry the second time I saw it, because this is still the arc, the relationship, and I shipped this when it was first introduced, of Neil or Bay and Emma. And I really wanted those two to be together, but Tamara, well, actually, no, it was Greg that shot him, I do believe. Yeah, that's Greg that shot him. And Emma said, "Don't let go. I will not let you go. I love you." And it was one thing I wasn't expecting, and it breaks your heart. And poor Emma, she's just the suffering savior. All the chosen ones become the sufferers, I do believe. And yeah, we see that in other stories as well. With Believe, if you've watched it, they're not renewing it, so I'm a little bit angry, but in Believe with Tate, he becomes the suffering savior, and Bo too, in her way, in her innocence, and well, it's a similar aspect, and same kind of story mechanization that they use. I think there are other characters that are like that as well. I'm interested in seeing and how they end the series because they're not renewing it. Stupid idiots. But at least they're going to renew OUAT. So I haven't seen the final episode of this particular season, but I'm really looking forward to it because it just, there's so much more that they're going to open us up to, I think, and I'm very, very interested in seeing where they take us to next. So until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, tutti.